Yo, what's up guys? You got PokeaimMD here with an OU Showdown Live. We're going to be using this Trick Room team. I figured I'd show Alolan Marowak some love because it just fell down. My boy lindomar passed me. It has Mega Heracross plus Marowak, SD Crawdaunt, pretty much standard Trick Room, Mental Herb, Cresselia, PokeaimMD, Magearna, and then Cassiberry, Uxie, which helps me out versus Blacephalon because otherwise that Mon kind of like just smacks the team. But just go ahead and look for a battle. Get some good games. If you guys didn't see the tier changes, they're pretty crazy this month for the UU tier. But I'm excited to use Pokemon that I hope are a lot better down there than they have been in the OU tier. So opponent loses the Heracross pretty nicely actually, like pretty convincingly. I'll eat Uxie. Gets up rocks. Have fun, dude. Gets up rocks pretty easily versus, why am I saying pretty easily a lot? It gets up rocks versus his team, starts with the whole Trick Room thing, and then I can Memento. I also have Cresselia to always wall the Terrakion. If he leads off a Weavile, I mean, like Magearna does really well in this game too. Prior to my opponent Mega Evolving Venusaur, it actually OHKOs every Mon. 2 KOs this Mon after a boost. And then Heracross deals well because Magearna can break through Tapu Fini. Even Crawdaunt is having a lot of fun this game. This should be a fun game. Let's let Uxie, and let's just get up our rocks immediately. Leads Weavile. Very solid play on my opponent's part. I can see him just clicking knock off immediately as well. Or going directly into Magnezone. I think me just going Magearna is a smarter play on the knockoff. Find out if that's banded or not. It's Life Orb. We should be able to get up our Trick Room right here. If he goes Venusaur, I go back out to Uxie. Then I get up my hazards, and I proceed to start breaking through his team. Plus, Weavile taking any little bit of chip damage is really good for my Magearna, especially if I don't want to risk Focus Blast. Like if I get rocks up and whatnot, I'm really solid versus Mon. So get up a Trick Room, go Uxie right here, set up our rocks, and then Memento up, and then actually maybe not even Memento, but just go hard Heracross. Like right here, you should either Earthquake, HP Fire. You could even Giga Drain right there, predicting me to switch. Goes for Leaf Seed and unfortunately misses. I don't think HP necessarily matters on Uxie, so I think I'm fine as long as I get up my rocks right here. Especially because I'm not as worried about Terrakion or Weavile because of Crawdaunt's Aqua Jet. Hard Terrakion. Wow. I have Cresselia. I also have Marowak, which breaks through his team. Is Magearna the best play? I feel like it is. Especially if that's just a Stealth Rock variant. Because we'll Ice Beam just first to break its... It could be Sash, but that's really weird to have Sash Terrakion on this type of team, especially when you have Tapu Fini as a defog. I'm Ice Beam because I don't want to use Focus Blast immediately, especially on the Venusaur coming in. And I don't know, that's just odd that... I feel like that's really odd that he went for Stealth Rock there. Or Stealth Rock Terrakion on his team. That means maybe it's Z on the Landorus, so that's something to keep in mind that I got to keep my Cresselia healthy for. So, Marowak has no switch-ins, though I don't want him Leech Seed. I don't want Cresselia getting weakened. I've never done so many switches with a Trick Room team, guys. I'm gonna be honest. But Trick Room up once again. I guess he wanted just Terrakion's rock, especially because I would be switching a lot and he'd be pressuring me versus his type of team. And unfortunately poisons me, so Memento right here. Then get in my Heracross and just start breaking through my opponent's team. Even if he actually does defog, while it's annoying for me, at the same time, me being able to bring out something like Marowak or something like Heracross, I actually think Marowak is a lot better first off. Because this Flare Blitz, it doesn't matter what switching he has, man. It really doesn't. Even with Thick Fat, it does not matter. There's no way that's Rocky Helmet Lando on... I think a team with Terrakion with rocks. So I'll click my Flare Blitz and hopefully pick up a KO. Or a 2 KO on Venusaur. Leech Seed Sludge Bomb Synthesis. I doubt it's knock. Oh, that do not matter. Keep that in mind. He just let his Venusaur be low, which is exactly what I need for my Magearna to sweep him. So whether he wants to stay or not, like Magearna just sets up Trick Room now and wins. Crawdaunt can set up an SD and break through his team. Even if he goes Tapu Fini, I do not mind. I could predict it and just go for Shadow Bone there. Oh, Flare Blitz again. It's just so strong, especially because he goes Landorus. Like, it's significantly stronger than Shadow Bone. So, ooh, that Landorus just took a ton of damage too. Beautiful. Or at this point, we can click Shadow Bone. I guess Feeny would come out right now. Landorus is in range of Aqua Jet. Venusaur still doesn't take it. And if Feeny wants to defog, that's fine. So, again, I'll keep clicking Shadow Bone here. Weakening the Feeny for Thunderbolt from Magearna is pretty important, especially if it's a taunt Feeny. As well as, again, Crawdaunt is one of the Pokemon that can win me this game. So, as long as I keep weakening him, I'm good. And if he doubles back onto Venusaur, like if he defogs, so be it. It's Calm Mind Feeny. Calm Mind Taunt? That's actually a problem, that's Calm Mind. That actually is a bit of a problem. I guess he doesn't have defog on this team. Calm Mind, Surf. Could be Taunt. I didn't want to go Crest, because at least if this thing gets taunted, I can threaten him with Thunderbolt anyway. And again, this last two, this one in particular, should be able to win with an SD or two. And if he goes Venusaur, then he just switched out the Calm Mind Tapu Fini. Like, I'll take a Surf. Yep. And just start Thunderbolting through. I'm also debating all-out pummeling after this turn, just in case he goes Landorus to waste a turn of Trick Room. I really want that special attack raise. And I'm pretty sure +1 all-out pummeling will knock out Venusaur after Stealth Rock. It's a Z move, like it doesn't matter if you resist it at that point. Oh, nice, nice, nice. So he should know I knock him out now with Thunderbolt. I really want Ice Beam here so badly. But would you make the Venusaur play? Or would you make the Landorus play anyway? Does it matter if you make the Landorus play? He's thinking about it. You can tell he's thinking about it. 120 seconds. I want to click it so badly, and I feel like I need to at this point. I'm running offense. Yeah, nice. Alright, so we knock out Lando. That's an Intimidate user to stop Crawdaunt, as well as I get a special attack raise this turn. So beautiful, beautiful. I think I knock out Venusaur with my Z. Like I said, I'm pretty confident that I knock out Venusaur with my Z, but that was only with Rocks up. Without Rocks, I don't see this thing doing that huge percentage. Magearna custom set. Venusaur. I'm assuming he brought up Venusaur right now. (31 to 37). Oh, nice. He goes Magnezone there, so that shouldn't matter, that damage. In fact, especially if he gives me another special attack raise. So I think I actually want to go for a regular Focus Blast right here, not All Out Pummel. No, All Out Pummel is fine. It'll not make KO no matter what. And it's not like Magearna can still set up on Weavile, so it's in my best interest just to knock out Magnezone right there. Terrakion comes out. We'll go Crest. And at this point, Heracross can win. Nice, nice, nice. Go and trick him up. Mental Herb does not matter. I'm assuming it's not. It's like Scarf Terrakion with just rocks or ban. Well, then again, that only did 22. Either way, we get up Trick Room here. We actually don't Lunar Dance. I think we go hard into Heracross. Or hard into whatever I'm going to switch into. Because he can't taunt me if he is taunt rocks. I really do think it's just Scarf Terrakion though. I feel like Sash Terrakion doesn't make sense on a team where you have defog on Feeny. Calm Mind defog 2 attacks. Like Sash Terrakion's goal is to get up rocks and die. So that's why in my mind it doesn't make sense. Like in my mind it really doesn't make sense. Mo would ask me if I want to Dead by Daylight. I cannot, it's my friend. I wanna play some Pokemons. So trick him up. If he goes, was he actually Sash? Wow. What the hell? What is this set? Okay. Yeah, we just go Magearna right now. Like I can still win this game with this one. If it's not Sash, it might be Sash Rack. Now I'm not sure because the way he just played it. To guarantee that Magearna gets a kill. No, I still need to rack. I still need Crawdaunt alive because it actually takes a hit. Cresselia takes the hit from this. Magirna's the play. Takes a surf either way. Doubles out to Weavile. I mean, Focus Blast is still always my play because this is the one thing that threatens Cress. And if he goes Venusaur, I can get a Spadef drop, and that means Ice Beam will actually KO. He goes Feeny, I get Thunderbolt after. Like, Focus Blast is my play. The other option is Thunderbolt to put him in range of Aqua Jet. Which isn't a bad play either, maybe. Maybe that's actually smarter. Because while I get something out of the turn because I hit, Thunderbolt is smarter because it puts him in range of Aqua Jet from Crawdaunt. So, and I'll be using my Aqua Jet to pick off quite a few of his mons. Alright, but the Heracross is going to come in now. Keeping all my mons alive because the more mons I have, like, especially because he's forced to go for that turn. The more mons I have, the easier it is for Heracross to actually come through. Am I rest? No, I'm just SD. Well, Venusaur runs Spadef too, especially the 13 from... Jesus, this is the longest Trick Room game I've ever had. If he goes to Rack, it's fine. Yeah, I stand by my player. Doesn't poison me too, and I land nice. So, like, the fact that Venusaur is going to be gone makes it so Crawdaunt actually just wins. And I'm assuming he's not Sash Terrakion. Even if he synthesis up, I still knock him out. Nice. So, we get rid of the Venusaur there. Weavile can come out though and revenge kill me, but it has to. I don't think Ice Shard does 24. I really don't because I'm max HP, and I also don't think knockoff. Weavile, all out attacker. Ice Shard has a chance to KO. That's like yeah, his Life Orb, like I said. So Ice Shard doesn't KO me. Iso Crash can miss. But he ends up going out into Terrakion, which means that I just Trick Room up. Then I pass it to Magirna, Lunar Dance to Magirna, and I win the game. Because all I gotta do is Thunderbolt this. I'll eat this. I'm Fizz Def. There's no way. Yep. And that confirms that he is indeed not Sash. So... Lunar Dance into Crawdaunt also wins me the game. Yeah, Lunar Dance and Crawdaunt wins me the game right there. I wish I was Liquidation at this point. Because that way I didn't have to risk Crabhammer missing. But at that point, this wins me the game. As long as I keep connecting. Come on, you have to hit every single one. There's one. There's no way Knockoff doesn't knock out Tapu Fini. I refuse to believe that. Crabhammer does more though. I'm willing to risk it. Well, I got a crit right there. Like I said, if he was that set or just max HP, it didn't matter. And I'm debating if I... How much do I do to Terrakion? Because I don't want to risk... I don't want to risk Crabhammer missing. It's 90, isn't it? So one play I could make is actually sack Magirna right here. It's a close combat and knock him out with that. I'm a man. Whatever. If I lose it, I lose it. Because he could also Stone Edge there. He could also Stone Edge here. Which is why... Nice. Nice, nice, nice. GG, dude. I'm putting Liquidation. I'm way too scared to miss Crabhammer. There is a big difference in power, but... And I'll probably miss it. But like right there, like it would have been just an auto win if I had it. So, oh man, Trick Room versus Metachan with Fake Out, yay! All right, Uxie, rocks. If he leads this and it's Z, I have to click Trick Room first. So, depending on what he leads off with, if he leads Coco, I think rocks are just stronger. Like, rocks versus him is a lot better, even though he does have defoggers, potential defoggers. But rocks chipping away at this and making it that just click Flare Blitz with Marowak is so good. Magearna can win this game on its own. Alright, so I'm clicking Trick Room immediately versus this and hope I live the Z. That's completely fine. You're giving me rocks. Memento. There you go. So that was definitely a Z Kyurem. And he just went for Freeze Shock first. So Marowak, bro, how much you do? It's been a little minute. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I used Marowak. How much do you do? Kyurem Black. I don't think it's worth predicting Lando. I'd rather click Close Combat because Marowak knocks it out after, and weakening Lando makes it easier for my Marowak in the long run anyway. That is not a defensive Lando. Could be Supersonic Skyscraper. No, it's Z. It's Z Kyurem. Yeah. Let me get as much damage on you. That way my Crawdaunt in the late game can win. So the play is to get rid of these two and make it so my Crawdaunt can win in the late game, like I said. So we always just click Pin Missile here. Make sure you can't U-turn on me. Yep. So nothing appreciates Pin Missile. Even Magearna, which I'm pretty sure is an AV Magearna. So he's actually going to give me multiple hits on this thing and put it in range of Aqua Jet. Yep, it is AV. Nice, so we keep close combating. If he wants to sack Landorus, I'm good with that. Because I do not want to pivot in on Intimidate. When I attack with my Marowak, I want to get KOs. Nice. That crit is actually really nice. Trick him up right here. As he goes Kyurem Black. Mag wins, but Crest can set up Trick Room again and Marowak wins. So we'll go Mag right now. If he goes for Z move, we'll eat it. We won't eat it well, but we'll eat it decently. And right here we can go for Focus Blast first. Because I get a special attack raise anyway and I'm pretty sure he'd sack that. Unfortunately, because of the crit, I think we're in range of Fake Out from Medicham. I'm not 100% sure. I'm hoping not. Nice, nice. So that means I can click All Out Pummeling right now. And hopefully he lets me hit the Magearna with the All Out Pummeling. Nice. So it's +1 All Out Pummeling. And the Kyurem already uses Z, which means he can't knock out my can't knock out Cresselia, and he lost his pivot mons besides the Fake Outer, but I'll have a Ghost in the back. So I'm gonna actually attempt to get up Trick Room again, of course. Moonlight. We Trick Room up right here. Get a Marowak, but we'll eat that. I don't eat it well though, actually. That might have been a mistake on my part. Because Flavorless doesn't knock him out. But these can win. Like this plus Crawdaunt can win. Which is why I did this. Especially because he decided to sack Medicham there. So he actually made it that I get the rock turn that I needed on Kyurem Black to actually knock it out. That doesn't eat too. I don't know why he went Hawlucha. I feel like Hawlucha was his way of winning. He goes Kyurem, I go Crest. Oh god, that's really close. Not close enough. Yeah, boy. Not close enough. And he didn't even roost, so that means that my Marowak comes back in, and it should win me this game. Because I have enough turns, even if he lives like on 1%, which I doubt it, after rocks. Like, he should have stayed in, I think, earlier. But Alolan Marowak just coming through right now. Coco's going to come out. You can catch this Flare Blitz too. Rocket is so fun. You can catch this Flare Blitz too. I don't know, both of these games, like when he sacked Medicham, for example, I don't think that was a solid turn for him because I think he could have used the extra Fake Out. Also, Hawlucha was one of the mons that I think could have actually done some damage. I understand him saving Coco, or him saving Kyurem, but I don't know why he switched versus Marowak. Because maybe he didn't know the calc. Maybe he did not know the calc. Alright. Same thing. Lead Uxie. Looks like his rocker might be Clef. Could be Lando, of course, too. Marowak just going to come in and claim some kills, of course. That's just how Marowak does it. Coco is a problem if it's Z, but Uxie will live 1. And if Uxie eats the Z, that means Cresselia doesn't have to fear that. I wish my Magearna was Flash Cannon in this game. But then, I mean, Bolt Beam Focus Blast is just super solid. It hits everything. How do I want to deal with that? I mean, like I said, Uxie's just a standard lead when it comes to Trick Room. It's crazy, by the way, that all of these mons outside of Magearna, I think Mega Heracross, are in the UU tier now. So leads Clef, which means I get up my nice little rock grenaders right there. Get a magic coated, but I don't think that's better versus Sticky Web. I'll set up Trick Room again later. Like, and I can Healing Witch my Marowak. Why not just go hard into it? So we're gonna click Flare Blitz right now, and we're gonna claim one. If he goes Lando, it'll be 2 KO'd, especially because I'm thinking it's more offensive variant. This will easily be 2 KO'd. I mean, he could be defensive even if he's Rock's Clef, but like, oh, I get a crit on Lando, so we do not have to worry about that at all this entire game. That's really big, especially because that's something that could stop me from spamming Thunderbolt later, which I more than likely will be doing because of his own terrain. So that's pretty big right there. I'm definitely leaving Marowak alive. Like if he brings in something, I'm switching. You can click Scald versus me. Going Uxie. And we'll Memento you, or not. Mementoing there would have been really nice. But then again, I did crit Lando. But that just meant that I wouldn't have to stay in versus this mon. Like, I'll live a Hydro Vortex, but still, I don't have Crest this game, which is huge. Man, even the Memento or the Trick Room would have been fine. Like, the Memento would have been big, because then I could have went Magearna. I should live this. Yeah, I'm Crest. How much does Marowak do? Not enough. I need Marrow alive to... I'm gonna lose to Clefable. Like, just straight up. I mean, we go Heracross right now, and we have to click Close Combat. Like, either that or ISD, but I'm pretty sure Close Combat's the smarter play to force this thing out. Like, as long as it's +1, I can't take it on. So even if I just force him out, just to make sure that my... Even though I know he was going... Oh, it's Underwear Clef, so that's fine. That's a little bit better. Because Rock Blast is going to do a ton. Ooh, and I get the crit on the Rock Blast too. Ooh, and I get the double crit. Ooh, still wasn't enough. Still was not enough. But at least we get rid of Clefable, which makes Kron's job a little easier. Kinda, not really. I mean, it makes Magearna's job a lot easier, which is just a fact. Because I have to set up Trick Room with Magearna to win this game now. So like I got double crit, which is super lucky. Then again, it's technically 5 hits. Alright, so he's giving me the Trick Room now on Magearna. I'm pretty sure I all-out pummeling turn 1. Magearna. Because I have to literally claim kills every single turn to win this game. Yeah, an all-out pummeling does more than... Yeah, it nabs Magnezone, but the important part was it did more than Thunderbolt as well. So this was always my play, I believe. Because I have to claim kills, and I have to make sure that I can knock out Keldeo as well as even Coco. But I don't think I knock out Coco at +1 here. I gotta go for the roll. I mean, if he doubles out to Keldeo, that doesn't matter as long as I can set up Trick Room after. Like, I think as long as I can set up Trick Room after, which would be versus Keldeo and Lottie, I'm in a good position. I gotta make sure that I don't KO the Latios right here. So I'm actually gonna sack my Marowak and try and trick him up again. Well, I did not expect that. I did not expect the, I don't know why I didn't expect Mega Lottie when it was pretty obvious, but basically, had I Ice Beam there and knocked him out, I lost the game anyway because I couldn't... I lost the game anyway because I couldn't KO Tapu Koko, and Keldeo was still out of range of Aqua Jet from Thunderbolt, so, from Crawdaunt, so either way, it was, like, over. I'm pretty sure, good game. Like, either way, it was still over, I think, at that point. I need the Memento off on Keldeo early on, so that way I wouldn't lose him onto it. What is this? This will be fun. Alright, this is Crawdaunt's game, this is Heracross's game. What type of fat build is this? In theory, Marowak and Heracross should tear through. In fact, I'm actually leading Heracross, and I think I'm just going to SD in regular form. Oh, he let Hippo. Perfect. So we're going to SD immediately. I don't think I need to actually SD in regular form now. Why do you lead this and not Sableye? Okay, so I think this KOs. This is +2 Guts boosted. I'm pretty sure you're going to die, Hippowdon. I'm not even going to bother Megaing. Like, Zapdos might just fall over too. This is +2 Guts boosted. Don't want to take the Thunderbolt. He roosted on me. What a monster. Get up our young rocks. Yeah, I'll get on my rocks now, especially because he hasn't brought in Sableye. Pex is annoying, but I can Magicoat, if anything. It's okay if he gets those up, as long as I get to Lunar Dance later, I feel like. Oh, and he gives me Crawdaunt. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So, it doesn't matter what play he makes, I'm clicking knockoff. Like, it literally does not matter. Even if it's back to Toxapex. Always clicking knockoff, even on the Bulu coming in right now. Because it makes it easier for Magearna in the long run. Simius Assault Vest, it's Z. That's really, 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 really hard for me to deal with. That is super hard for me to deal with. I can't. I literally lose him on, and it's crushed too. It's not even grassy terrain, which is what I was fearing. I can't break through Jirachi. I don't get the roost play on Zapdos. If I close combated there, Zapdos is gone, and that's the only thing stopping Heracross. Hey, whatever. You know what? He won. Heracross is dead. I could go off a Stone Edge Miss and go Marowak and Flare Blitz. That's one play I had. The other play is to trick him up. Yeah, like, I guess I had to close combat on Zapdos then. I was pretty sure after the -1 I would die to Heat Wave. Alright, Maro. Get me a kill. Toxapex is low. Just start clicking Flare Blitz. If he sacks Jirachi, I can win with the game with Magearna. That's one way I can win this game. I need him to sack Jirachi. Toxapex isn't a factor. It's literally Jirachi that needs to be sacked. Zapdos does not matter. You are gone. Good B. You can go Hippo here. Whenever it's anyway, I go for a crit. And like I have a switch in. His helmet too. Alright. Well, another way I can win this game is by freezing Rachi. So I will definitely go for it. Like, I'm definitely going for the freeze on Rachi. Trick him up so I actually have the opportunity to freeze him. Sir? Can you not? Alright, this game's over. We'll get one more. I feel like if he played, my thought process was, if he played Zapdos, you know, the more safer way, because roosting was definitely not safe. If he played Zapdos the safer way, he could still bring it in better, like earlier, which is why I want to switch. But if I knew he would have roosted, I would just close combat and tear him a new one. Whatever. You smack him. Gren smacks him, and Gren gets a Brox for me. Magearna should win this game if I knock off this item. I'm leading Crawdaunt, because if you lead Gren, I'm automatically in a position where I have to switch. But if you lead, like if I lead Uxie, or I only get a Brox and I limit my Uxie to that. If I lead Crawdaunt, I get to knock off your Assault Vest on Tangrowth, and I make Magearna's job so much easier. And I think that's the play I'm going for. Like, I'm gonna expect him to lead Gren. I'm gonna knock off. Leads Feeny, which is not what I wanted, but it's similar because I can still knock this thing off as well. I will live one Moonblast, right? Custom set. Jesus Christ. Alright, I'll switch Uxie. Have a Magico just in case he wants to taunt. Nice. And we should get up our rocks first. Rocks, then Trick Room, because I want multiple Trick Room turns. So we know he's a taunt. Moonblast, maybe Nature's Madness set, I want to say. I need to break through Tapu Fini before I can do anything with Magearna. And my best way of breaking through Tapu Fini is with Magearna. So okay. I got to Trick Room up here. I get a Trick Room, and then I can bring him Marowak, which is good, you know, like Marowak is gonna claim me some KOs. Like I'll be able to bust through Landorus early on, but rocks are less important than breaking through Tapu Fini. Like legitimately less important than breaking through Tapu Fini. So I need to weaken Tapu Fini, and then I need to weaken Magearna. That way I can try and weaken Tangrowth so I can try and win with Magearna. So there's no point in SDing. I need as much damage as possible on Tapu Fini, and if there's a time he's going to defog, it's going to be now in front of a fire type. I feel like that's when I would. Then I can SD up after as he goes Landorus and then click Flare Blitz, or he can go hard Landorus, which is fine either way. Either way, this is damage. Beautiful damage. Does not pick up the KO. I get the burn on Lando as he U-turns, which is pretty big. So Lando is gone and Lando out of commission. Again, my thought process, if I need to click Thunderbolt late game, a little bit easier for me, and I will take this as an opportunity to weaken the Fini. Especially if he's just going to defog. Like if he defogs right now, then I get rid of Fini. So sacks Lando, which means he will never ever get rocks up if he tried to later. Pinsir comes out. Crest is literally my play. So I keep up rocks, and we got Pinsir low. Trick him up. Maybe I could just do it with Marowak now, actually thinking about it. Like Marowak might just be able to do it itself. Especially because I'm gonna Lunar Dance into it. Like, especially if he goes Tapu Fini right now. I think I'll Lunar Dance into Marowak and then try and do something later with Magearna, because Magearna takes one Earthquake. Do I Lunar Dance right now? I think I do. Another play I can make is just go hard Heracross and try and set up later. I think I'm going to do that instead. Yeah. Nice. So, click close combat, and that should 2-KO everything, and I should be slower than this. And like I said, close combat should smack everything. Like, Tapu Fini will be 2-KO'd, and Pinsir's coming in like in range of Aqua Jet. The one bad thing about this is that Heracross is also a mon that can beat him, but he goes hard Tangrowth, so amazing. That's actually incredible. Because I get a Marowak now on the... Because I can save Heracross, basically, is what I'm saying. I get a Marowak now on... I don't think you could knock off right here. I mean, you could, but I don't think you could at the same time, like, just because of the range I'm at. Yep. And Shadow Bone should be able to pick me up a KO. And he gives me Tangrowth. Perfect. Okay, so this is looking like a wrap for like the game's looking over, I think. Cause I go Cress. Trick him up after eating his hit. Lunar Dance up and then win the game with my my mag. Cause that's definitely Specs with my Magearna. My mag, yes, that is Magearna. That's how you abbreviate it. Alright, so let me Lunar Dance up. I should have enough turns to win. Because he doesn't have enough hazards to beat me, I think. Like, I should have enough turns to win in theory. Even if he goes hard Tapu Fini. Yeah, this should still do a substantial amount. Yep. As long as we knock out Tapu Fini, pick up a KO. Even if he doubles back on the mag, I'll click Focus Blast after. And he's just weakening mag for Aqua Jet, which is super important as well. Always click Focus Blast here. We do manage to land, great. And I don't think he can knock out Magearna now, even with Pinsir's attack. Are you gonna defog or? Oh, he got me. Well, kind of. I'm pretty sure I still eat the hit from all of his Pokemon. Like, even after defogging, I'm pretty sure I still eat a hit. I know I eat this. Yeah, I knew I eat that. And even if he Hydro Pumps or Gren, which I'm pretty sure is Battle Bond. Crab Hammer into Aqua Jet knocks it out, yes. So, as long as I connect. Trick him up. For Trick him up is my best play. But as long as I connect with, oh, he's Protean. Oh, he got it. Are you Protean Scarf? Don't worry. Just don't worry, just this. It's okay. Just click knock off here. If this boy grass knots me, I'll be. Alright, I was about to say, that might upset me a little bit, but it's okay. Kron comes through. Good game, dude. So, a few plays, like I think the sacking the mag was like the biggest opportunity for me to try and win. Trick Room's still fun. I don't know. I prefer Aurora Veil though. I think Trick Room is more press return, especially because Aurora Veil with Light Clay can stay a lot longer. And I can use setup mons to actually sweep even after Aurora Veil is done, rather like during Trick Room, because you're so press returns. Like I rarely click SD with any of my mons. Because I don't have too many turns left. They need a Trick Room extending item, but I think that'll also break the game. You guys can let me know your thoughts on that though, but I do hope you guys all enjoyed. It's still always fun playing Trick Room, and you know, nice to give Alolan Marowak some love, even though it just fell down to the UU tier. I'll definitely be using it down there though. Like Alolan Marowak was one of the mons that I used the most, I feel, in the Sun and Moon meta, early meta game, before PokeaimMD came out. But like I said, I hope you guys all enjoyed. Of course, feel free to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, friends.